yes, automation is powerful. But would you trust AI to send money, publish the post, or approve the refunds completely on its own? No, right? Because while automation is amazing, there are still situations where you want a human to quickly review the things before the automation workflow continues. Maybe it's a refund, maybe it's a payment approval, or maybe it's a post that is about to go public. And that's exactly what the new human in the loop feature inside Pabbly Connect is built for. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly, and in this video we're going to explore the newly launched human in the loop feature from the start to the finish. We'll understand how this works, how approval works, what is human in the loop, how we can send approvals, and much more. So let's get started. So before we move on further, let's first understand the idea behind this feature. Normally, automation workflows run completely automatically. Trigger happens, workflow starts, action gets instantly completed. And honestly, that's what we want most of the time. But sometimes, full automation feels risky, especially when the action is public facing, financially sensitive, or difficult to undo. For example, you want to post something on your Facebook page, so you can't rely fully on AI and automation. You also have to review it. That's where this feature enters. So let's first understand when we can use this feature. So the first is public posting. The second is sending money or making a purchase. We can add a layer for verification before the financial transaction. Issuing the refunds, anything that can't be undone, approving important documents or data, hiring or HR communications. Let's move on further. So before I move on further, I'll just let you know that this human in the loop feature has 3 delivery modes. Email by default, trigger a workflow, or web URL. And in this video, one by one, we're going to understand all of these 3 modes and the rest of the features of human in loop. The first one is email. Pabbly sends an email directly to the reviewer. So what happens is, let's take an example of a Facebook post. I want to regularly post on my Facebook at 12 p.m. I have scheduled a workflow. Using AI, I generate the Facebook post, but I don't want to directly post it on my Facebook. I want a human to be involved in between to review that post. So what I can do is, I can use this email feature to simply review that post and then post it on Facebook. I'll practically show you how this is going to work. For that, let's go towards our workflow. So as you can see that this is my workflow. I've applied this schedule, this Google AI Studio to generate the post content. Now I have applied this human in the loop. How you can apply this? For that, you have to click on this add new action step. For the action application, you have to search for human in the loop right over here and select human in the loop Pabbly. For the event, you have to select it as request approval and click on this connect. And now after we connect this, we have this message which says send request via. So you have 2 options. First, let's see how this email is going to work. So let's select email right over here. Now it is asking for the recipient email address. So we have to enter the recipient email address who is going to approve or reject the request. So let me enter the email address, and now it is asking for the approval message. So I'm just going to keep it as this. An AI generated Facebook post is ready for the review before publishing. Over here, I'm just going to enter the caption and the image URL of this post. Okay, so for the caption, I'm just going to put a slash and map the caption which my AI agent has generated. Same, I'm just going to type image and then map the image URL which AI agent has generated over here. After I map this, I can move on further. Over here, it is saying multi-choice. So what is this? First of all, I'll just take you back towards my slides. So apart from these 3 delivery modes, we also have decision modes. We have 2 decision modes, binary mode and multiple choice mode. So over here, by default, human in loop works in binary mode, meaning reviewer will only get the 2 options, approve or reject. If they approve, the workflow is going to continue. If they reject, the workflow is going to stop there. This is perfect for simple use cases like refund approvals, payment approvals or order approvals. But if you take a more complex, you can go for this multi-choice also. What you can do is you can simply customize these buttons, or you can simply custom these options by simply entering the option like publish now, send back for revision, or discard post. It can be very helpful if you're posting something on your social media or something like that. So first we're just going to learn this binary mode, and then we're going to check this multi-choice mode. So let's just switch off this button now, and we'll only work on this binary mode for now. So action if reviewer rejects, stop. So select it as stop, and now you have to click on this save and send test request. After you click on this save and send test request, you're going to receive the positive response right over here. After you receive the positive response, yes, this action is set it up successfully. But before we move on further, over here's the important note, applies to all the delivery modes. The approval link remains active only for 14 days. So if the reviewer does not take any action within the time, the workflow will automatically stop. The reviewer selected option is saved in the status field. You can use this field later for conditions, filters, or routing. And for the binary mode, by default, clicking rejects ends the workflow. If you want the next step to still run after a rejection, change the action if reviewer rejects to continue. Okay, so I want that if I click on reject, it should stop. So I've selected stop over here. So now what is going to happen is, once this workflow is going to run, let's just delete this step for now right over here, because we have set it up this email approval. So let's just delete that, and yes, this email approval is over here. Okay, so now we have set it up this automation where first the poster is going to be generated, and then a human in loop will be involved to review the post, and then further this post will be posted on Facebook. Let's test this now. So let's click on this test workflow button and test this workflow right over here. It is saying test trigger sent successfully. So let's go on the history of this. So I'm just going to open this in a new tab. So now you can see when we are going to open this task history, over here are 0 free tasks consumed. So first of all, it is going to take some amount of time to generate the caption and the image, and then only the task will be counted right over here, and then further it is going to send it for the human in the loop. So now I'm just going to refresh this, and you're going to see yes, these 4 steps are already done. This image and the caption is generated and sent for the approval, and over here it is saying pending. So let me just open my Gmail, and I have received a mail right over here. It says, hi there, you have received a human in the loop request that requires your approval. So we're going to see that this is the caption, this is the email. I have 2 options, approve the request or reject the request. So if I reject the request, it will stop, and if I approve the request, it will be posted on my Facebook page. So let me just click on this approve request button, and yes, it is saying approved. So let me just go back towards the task history. Let's just refresh this once again, and you're going to see yes, this is approved over here. So let me just show you my Facebook page. This new post is posted right over here on my Facebook page, and yes, this is the same caption which we received right over here for the approval. And yes, this is no magic, this is the power of this amazing human in the loop feature. So now we have learned this via email. Now let's see how to do this via trigger a workflow. So for that, you have to select it as trigger a workflow right over here, and you have to select the workflow. So I have this workflow which is already created, which is get Facebook post approval. So I am just going to select the same. If you haven't created this, you first have to create a new blank workflow, and further I'll let you know what you have to do. Just create a blank workflow and select it right over here first. Now you have this payload fields and multi-choice fields. So now let's talk about this another important feature, which is payload fields. Think of payload fields as an extra context sent along with the approval request. So for the Facebook post approval, we are just going to send the caption and the image URL. So likewise in the email we mapped it, we are going to map it further also, but for that we have to send it towards the next workflow, right? For that we use this payload fields. This is a very simple explanation of this. What we have to do, we have to enter the label. So let's say I'm just going to enter the label simple as caption over here, put a slash, map the caption right over here. Then I'm just going to move on further, click on this add payload field, enter the image right over here, put a slash and map the image URL right over here too. Now both of these fields will be sent with the workflow, or you can say with the request. Okay, the next is this multi-choice field. So over here, instead of approve and reject, you can also add more decisions. So you have to click on this add decision button, and let's say for the label I want it to be edit, so I'm just going to keep it as edit, and for that we are just going to stop the workflow right over here. So yes, we have three decisions now. We can approve it, reject it, or we can edit it. So it is going to stop right over here. Further, you can create another workflow while editing. They can just edit the post using Gemini once again send it towards human in the loop, and then if it is approved, it is posted on the Facebook page. So now I have three decisions right over here, which is multi-choice mode, decision mode. Okay, so now after doing this, let's move on further and click on this save and send test request. But before we click on the save and send test request, you have to open a blank workflow and make sure to select the trigger as human in the loop. For the event, select it as approval request received and click on save and send test request button. I'll just let you know once again how. Select the application as human in the loop right over here. I'll just let you know from the scratch. For the event, select approval request received, click on this connect and click on this capture webhook response. Now go back towards the previous workflow and click on this save and send test request, and this response will be captured right over here as the webhook response, which is going to connect both of these workflows. So now what is going to happen is, instead of sending the approval request via Gmail, we can send it via WhatsApp, Google Chat, Slack, SMS and much more. It totally depends upon us. Now we have captured the response right over here, and further we can send it on any another application. Like I want to send it on Google Chat Hangout, so I've entered the details related to same right over here. I've entered the chat webhook URL and connected my Google Chat Hangout right over here, entered the title, entered the subtitle where I've mentioned the caption too. Over here, apart from the caption, I've entered these three button text, which is approve, reject and edit, and I've also received the URL of all of these three, which I've mapped right over here, and I'm just going to receive a message something like this right over here. It is going to say Facebook post approval needed, and then further I can approve, reject or edit it directly from here. Like this trigger workflow feature is going to work. I use Google Chat Hangout, but you can also get it on your WhatsApp if you want to instantly approve. WhatsApp is a platform where you check regularly, so you can directly get it on your WhatsApp. If you want to share it with your team, you can go towards Google Chat Hangout, or you can also go towards Slack, Microsoft Teams. It totally depends upon you where you want to get the approval from. You just have to connect it with this trigger. Now the third one was webhook URL. So I don't want to use Pabbly Connect over here to get the approval. Then what I can do is I can switch on this mapping button, and I'm just going to receive this webhook URL. I can use this webhook URL to connect it anywhere I want. So you can also use this webhook URL feature right over here. Now let's just check how this trigger a workflow is going to work. Now you can see I've successfully set it up, both of these automations right over here. Let's move on further and click on this test workflow button now, and now click on this test workflow. Testing test trigger sent successfully. Let's open the task history and refresh it right over here. Yes, it is saying 0 steps workflow, so let's just wait till Gemini is going to generate the image and the post caption. After it is going to generate, automatically it is going to be sent towards this workflow, and then further it is going to be sent towards Google Chat. So let me open my Google Chat till then. This last message is 3 minutes ago, so I'm just going to wait till I'm just going to receive a new message. You're going to see in the task history, I'm just going to refresh it right over here. Yes, the 4 steps are completed and it is sent towards Google Chat. So let's open Google Chat. We have a new message over here. Let's open it. Yes, now over here there are 3 options: approve, reject or edit. So let me select this reject option right over here this time. So I'm going to click on this reject, and it is saying action recorded and it is rejected over here. Let's go on this task history and refresh it, and you're going to see yes, this is rejected and stopped over here. Now this is not going to move on further. Like this, what you can do is, if we select it as edit, then what you can do is you can simply apply router conditions further in this workflow. If the status is selected as edit, you can simply edit the post, send it again for the human in the loop, and then again try to get the approval and post it on your Facebook page. So inside this task history only, you can see all the 3 status, which is stopped, pending or approved. Apart from this, there are a lot of situations where you can use human in the loop and it becomes very useful. Apart from this, social media posting, you can use it for refund approvals. Refund above a certain amount, manager approves it first. High value orders, HR onboarding, payment approvals. Basically, if something is important, public facing or difficult to undo, human in the loop is a great idea. And that's exactly how the new human in the loop feature works inside Pabbly Connect. Personally, I think this is one of those features that make automation much smarter and close to real world, because now you don't have to choose between fully manual or fully automated. You can get the best of the both. Automation handles the repetitive work, human steps in only when the decisions matter. Go and try it out yourself, because right now we're offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect, and while trying, if you like Pabbly Connect in this feature, you can definitely move on further and purchase the subscription plan of Pabbly Connect using this amazing discount coupon code, which is attached right over here. It can get you a very heavy discount on the subscription plan of Pabbly Connect. And once you try it out, let us know in the comment section below what you use this case for. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe the channel for more automation tutorials. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching.
So not only this, but you can connect many more applications using Pabbly Connect. So now if you have any doubts related to pricing, you can follow this link. If you have any doubts or queries related to sales, you can email us at sales@pabbly.com. Both this link and this email address is attached in the description box below. You can check it out. I'll suggest you connect and integrate your favorite applications today, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.